Let's get it.
Hey, your screen's kind of going a little funky.
Yeah, it's tweaking.
On the stream, it's kind of glitching out.
It's like going between the slides.
And like editing the slides. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's doing it a different way.
You're good. I know.
Nope, it's back. It's doing it again.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Sounds wrong.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. I wanted to know on your chart picture. I thought I saw something that looked like an ascending like bull flag, like at the beginning. Like how the bull flag like goes up, obviously bullish, and then it starts to pin down like that, but starts to have some chop, and then it just flies up. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I want to know if that was like a bull flag, because yeah, like okay. I would have like thicker or like wider. Right.
I think someone has their mic on because everything's echoing.
I also have another question. So like if you see how you said sell at the way top right of it, like I feel like that dip right there would have just it hit your stop loss because you said you adjusted my stop to 4.24 after this break, but it went beneath that, and then like after, yeah, that's where you said that, but like over there to the right, like on that same line, it went between your stop loss. So right. That would have okay. That would have just scared me out of the trade because like just seeing such a downtrend, like I would have been like, okay, like I don't know. Okay. I see. And what about your blue lines versus green lines there? Right. So wait, you said it usually fills the gap. Stock will usually fill the gap before it breaks out in a direction. I don't see how you would have expected a short squeeze though, like because it's doing the downtrend. So I like it's just because yeah, just because it didn't. No, no, like on the downtrend on on the right. Did you mean that when you said short squeeze on the way left side? Oh, because it consolidated like on your line, on your blue line. Uh, why was that right side part, like the part you just said? Because I understand the first part, the first half of the trade, but like, how did you expect another short squeeze? Because otherwise, it would have just kept going up towards the gap. Is that what you mean? Right, but like on the beginning.
When you on what time frame close do you consider a gap fill? Are you always looking for a daily close? Okay. Gotcha. Dude, my fucking stream, I can't see. I'm listening to everything you're saying, but my stream it just keeps freezing. It's not anyone's fault, but I just can't see anything. I can't see anything you're doing.
Is it frozen or not? Because I'm watching it and you're not. It's not moving at all. So maybe it's on your end.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's happening to me. It's like it's just freezing a lot. It just keeps getting like stuck in the same frame.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's Mo though, not us.
I mean, I have no problem.
I see you perfectly. That's why I was asking so many questions.
Yeah, I have it perfectly.
I can, yeah, it's chopped for me. It's like
I can see it.
me and I don't know who the other person was. It's fine. I'm hearing it. I'm not tripping too much. I just didn't know if you were showing like an example of a gap fill or something.
Yeah, that was the question. Was it just because like you mostly because it just rejected off your line at the bottom there that you just always saw like a new like expectation for an uptrend? Like there's two bounces off your line. Yeah, like over there on the left and then over there on the right. Yeah. Okay. 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 And on the left side, don't you think you got in like a little too early if you did get in at that breakdown candle of that red? Because it could have just like broken your line, you know, but you would have gotten in. No, on the left side, the first entry. Did you get in at the bottom at that red candle? Or like do you usually wait for like a confirming? Was it before you confirmed the bounce or like after you confirmed the bounce? Okay, so that's just part of the risk, right? Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So I was also wondering, like, so, like, when it flushes down and like you buy in at that key like price level, so like you go on a daily chart and like, how do you know, like, I guess like that's a really really strong like long term level? Is it just because like it ticks it a lot?
What? Your screen? I mean, yeah, in the middle of trade management, under trade management. Yeah. I don't-
Sweet, thanks.
That Tom?
Tom's probably like, yes, I knew it. 1 minute do work.
Question. What time frame do you best see inside bars on? Because I noticed when I used to draw them a lot, I used to, and when we would get the close outside of it, I would notice that there's most like or the times that I've observed at least, it felt like there was almost no like continuation, but I noticed a lot more on the hourly. I kind of meant like I kind of mean like, would you say inside bars are kind of more respected on smaller time frames than they are larger? Not obviously not small, like obviously bigger than 15, 30 minute, whatever. But like I was saying, whenever I used to drum on dailies, I would notice that when I get the close and you expect a continuation, I almost never saw one. Whereas on an hourly, almost every time I see it, inside bar breakout, it's a continuation. Also, yeah, just adds to it. Yeah, yeah. Never look for it as its own play. I gotcha. I get what you're trying to say. Okay. Fuck with it. Oh, you're recording. My bad.
Good question. Do you ever treat breaks on gaps versus like differently than breaks on like pivot lines or breakup lines, or do you treat them as okay? I would want to know that. Really, I would have thought the opposite. with a gap, as in like it'll attract the stock to gravitate towards the gap and like into the gap. Right. So then what happens like when you break a pivot point? Like I feel like, right. So that's when you breaking a pivot, you'll really be like, okay, yeah, that definitely an up like time to go up or time to enter. Okay. Okay, and do you only make zones off gaps or like lines as well? Oh, damn, I've been doing the opposite, and I don't really know why. Like I'll fill the gap with the zone. Like I'll put a rectangle between the entire gap. That's what I'll do. That's what I thought we were doing. I mean, I want to be trading exactly like you and Zeus, you know, like because yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's a mistake because I thought that that's how you charted. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to.
Want to what?
For for pivots, like you would do the breakdown, like if it was a reversal from the upside, like heading downward, then you would put the pivot, you would put the okay. Would you send a picture of your spy pivots, like what you're talking about, the zones? Thanks, man. Oh, so you mark the wick. The wick is a zone for you. I don't really see what you mean. The highest body? The green one that has like a long wick? Yeah, like you see how the red candle and the green candle are almost 69? That's what I mean. Like, right. Are those by zone? You mean those white lines that you drew in there? Or like, okay, I guess. Kind of weird to see.
You did the video on this, right? The support and resistance like video. Yeah, that helped me a lot.
Okay.
Like to understand it.
Okay, I'll watch that then. I didn't know it existed.
Hey, Patrick,
Yo,
I just want to say I respect how much effort you're putting.
thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, you guys are helping.
Quick quick question. Are we looking at something else right now? Because I'm just seeing trade review slide.
On stock chat.
He sent a photo.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at the trade review the whole time. All right. That makes more sense.
So, like, what do you refer to as zones? Because, like, you said the zone, like, what you refer to a zone as like the white lines, like between the lines, but I'm referring to the zones as gray rectangles. Oh, okay. And then the white are just pivot points. Okay, so then would you ever treat like the area between two pivot points as like a gap zone? So just like, okay. Okay, I get that, but how do you differentiate also between the long-term blue lines, like the dotted, and like pivot lines? Would you ever would you treat them the same, like when you're charting, like on a day? Are those Yeah, the dashed ones. Okay.
Fuck.
I want fun.
Man, like I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of thinking about it. I think I might be, you know, a bull bias as well. I'm not no